Kindness is often misunderstood in a world that celebrates speed, power, and visible success. Many people see it as weakness, something optional, something to be practiced only when life is easy. Motivation, on the other hand, is praised loudly. We are taught to chase goals, climb higher, and never slow down. Yet the most powerful journeys are born when kindness and motivation walk together. This is the story of one such journey. It is not a story of overnight success, but of quiet choices made daily, choices that slowly transformed an ordinary life into a meaningful one. Noah grew up in a small neighborhood where life was simple but uncertain. His family did not have much, but they had enough love to keep hope alive. From a young age, Noah learned the value of effort. Nothing came easily. If he wanted something, he had to work for it. School was challenging, not because he lacked intelligence, but because resources were limited and pressure was constant. Still, he tried. What made Noah different was not talent, but persistence mixed with empathy. He noticed people. He listened. Even as a child, he understood that everyone was fighting battles no one talked about. As Noah entered adulthood, reality became heavier. Dreams met responsibility. Bills replaced imagination. He took a modest job at a mid-sized company, grateful for the opportunity but unsure of his future. Every morning, he traveled to work with hundreds of others, all carrying silent ambitions and hidden fears. The workplace was competitive. People worked hard, but kindness was rare. Everyone seemed focused on survival. Noah felt the pressure too, yet he made a decision early on. He would not let ambition erase his humanity. At first, his approach went unnoticed. He helped coworkers without expecting credit. He stayed calm during stressful moments. When others complained, he listened instead of judging. These small actions did not bring promotions or praise, but they brought trust. Slowly, people began to rely on him. They shared concerns, frustrations, and hopes. Noah realized something important during this time. Motivation grows stronger when people feel supported. Fear drains energy, but kindness restores it. One year, the company announced a major restructuring. Rumors spread quickly. Fear entered the office like a cold wind. Smiles faded. Conversations became cautious. People started protecting themselves, distancing from one another. Noah felt the same fear, but he chose a different response. He understood that difficult times reveal character. Instead of withdrawing, he leaned in. He checked on coworkers, encouraged honest conversations, and reminded people that uncertainty did not mean worthlessness. As pressure increased, mistakes happened. Deadlines were missed. Tension grew. In an environment where blame could easily take over, Noah practiced patience. He focused on solutions instead of accusations. This approach slowly changed the atmosphere of his team. People felt safe enough to admit mistakes, which allowed them to improve. Motivation returned, not as excitement, but as quiet determination. Noah did not remove the hardship, but he softened its impact. Eventually, layoffs were announced. Some colleagues lost their jobs. Desks were emptied. Goodbyes were painful. Noah survived the cuts, but he did not celebrate. Instead, he felt responsibility. He helped those leaving with resumes, references, and encouragement. These actions required time and emotional energy, but Noah believed success meant little if it came at the cost of compassion. Kindness, he learned, is most powerful when it costs something. Not long after, Noah was called into a meeting with senior management. They spoke about his influence during the crisis. They noticed how morale improved around him, how conflict decreased, and how people trusted him naturally. When they offered him a leadership role, Noah hesitated. He doubted himself. He wondered if kindness could survive authority. After reflection, he accepted, realizing that growth often feels uncomfortable before it feels right. Leadership challenged Noah in new ways. He had to make decisions that affected others. He faced criticism and pressure. Yet he stayed true to his values. He led with transparency, fairness, and empathy. He listened before acting. Slowly, his team became stronger. Productivity improved, not because of fear, but because people felt respected. Noah understood that motivation rooted in purpose lasts longer than motivation driven by pressure. Outside of work, Noah volunteered at a community center. There, he met people facing struggles far greater than his own. Listening to their stories reminded him why kindness mattered. He mentored young individuals who felt lost, encouraging them to believe in progress, not perfection. Watching them grow renewed his own motivation. There were moments when Noah felt exhausted. Balancing responsibility and compassion was not easy. During these times, he learned another lesson. Kindness includes self-care. Rest was not weakness. Boundaries were not selfish. Sustainable motivation required balance. By caring for himself, Noah ensured he could continue caring for others. Years passed. Noah's life changed slowly but meaningfully. His confidence grew, not from praise, but from alignment with his values. He faced challenges, but they no longer defined him. He understood that success was not a destination, but a way of living with integrity. The world around Noah remained imperfect, but his presence created small ripples of change. Teams became more supportive. Individuals found direction. Conversations became more human. These changes were quiet, but real. Noah often reflected on his journey. He realized that kindness had not slowed him down. It had carried him forward when motivation was weak. It had given meaning to effort and strength to persistence. His story was not extraordinary because of wealth or fame, but because it proved something simple and powerful. When kindness and motivation walk together, ordinary lives become extraordinary. This story is not just Noah's story. It is a reminder that every day offers a choice. We can rush forward without compassion, or we can move with purpose and heart. True motivation does not demand that we become someone else. It asks that we become more of who we already are. And kindness, practiced consistently, has the power to change not only our direction, but our destination.